Well, the dream is dead. The Jets are locked into the number 2 pick. Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary, back with another video. If you want, please subscribe to the channel. Follow along with me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY, and you can call into my show. New episodes of the podcast drop every Wednesday of Just Jets. A lot of venting, lots of frustration. Let's jump into it. The New York Jets are winners of 2 in a row and are sitting at 2-13 right now. So to start this game, the Browns get the ball first, and the Jets force a 3-and-out. Jets defense looked good today, forced a bunch of turnovers. As for the New York Jets, well, they returned the 3-and-out. We get another Brashad Perryman drop, who has given very minimal effort this year. I said I don't want him to come back. I stand by that even as the number 4 wide receiver. His effort is piss poor, and he's hurt all the time. I'm really all set there. So the Jets return the favor to go 3-and-out. On the next Browns possession was a big gain to Hooper. Tight end played relatively well for the Browns. He was covered by Bless Austin, who can't cover. He's a good tackler, but the man cannot cover anybody. The Browns would end up settling for 3, though, on this possession, so they jump out to a 3-0 lead. At this point, it completely transitions to the New York Jets. The Jets pick up a couple of first downs. There was a miss to Crowder. Darnold threw the ball too high. There's a sack on 3rd down where Myles Garrett beat Mekhi Becton. Becton was beat a couple of times today. There was a borderline fumble we're going to talk about in a little bit. But overall, I think it's good experience for Mekhi Becton in a lost season. See what it's like to go up against a guy like that. You're going to get beat sometimes. He's not going to have a perfect rookie year, but overall, this kid's been really, really good. Yes, it's a little bit of a baptism by fire, so to speak, but I thought he was okay. He wasn't a complete disaster. He wasn't great, no doubt about it. It was definitely one of his worst games. But from what we've seen in the entire sample size of him, he's been really solid this season. So the Browns punt it right back to the Jets. Perine was back today. He picked up a couple of first downs on this drive. Didn't get the ball a whole lot. Unfortunately, they for some reason, continue to feed Frank Gore the ball. Adam Gase going to continue to Adam Gase. And we get a really interesting trick play. Jamison Crowder throws a touchdown pass to Braxton Berrios. Yes, that really happened. And the Jets are up to a 7-3 lead. Next Browns possession, Baker Mayfield fumbles, his first of 3 fumbles on the day. He was atrocious. Neither quarterback really looked all that great today. Darnold would hit Herndon for a touchdown. Yes, Herndon has looked better the last couple of weeks. I'll give him that. So the Jets are up 13-3. Point after attempt was blocked. Sam Ficken had a terrible day. Go figure, the New York Jets kicking situation is not very good. Here's that borderline fumble we were talking about. So the Browns punted back. The fumble was ruled an incomplete pass. I thought it looked like a fumble. Jets get the benefit of the doubt, though, and they would end up punting it right back. The Browns would punt back to the Jets. A ton of punts in this game. Both punters were extremely busy. Nathan Shepard picked up his 2nd sack of the game on this possession because, of course, why not? So the Jets are up 13-3 at the half. Pretty sloppy halftime game at the half and for the rest of the game. The Browns couldn't do anything on offense. They were missing a ton of guys, no doubt about it. But the Jets were put in a pretty good situation where they were throwing to guys who were wide open, it seemed like, and Cleveland just did not get off the bus. They didn't make the trip, it looked like, to MetLife Stadium, at least in the first half. Out of the half, the Jets are marching right down the field. Crowder is wide open. We just talked about that, of guys being wide open. Sam Darnold sees him and hits him on the right sideline. 20-3, the Jets are out in front, and it looks like the New York Jets would be cruising to a win. But there was a turning point as a Jets field goal was blocked as they were about to go up 23-3. Instead, the Browns go right down the field on a methodical drive. A 1-yard rush in makes it a 22-10 game. Jets go 3-and-out. Their offense in the second half didn't really do anything. The Browns are coming right down the field again. Dink and Duncan, not really too many big plays for the Browns. John Franklin Myers, who had himself a really good day, got injured. He would later come back. But this time it was Kareem Hunt who would run in a short touchdown to make it a 2016 game. A missed extra point from Cody Parkey, who hit the upright. No, I'm not making that up. Yes, he really hit the upright again. I cannot believe it. What I didn't like after the Jets got the ball back is they went ultra conservative. Can you put the ball in your quarterback's hand to pick up a first down? Instead, they would punt back to Cleveland. They, again, didn't really do that much. And then Baker would fumble once again. So at this point, the Jets get the ball. This is his 2nd fumble. Basham was on the strip. John Franklin Myers on the recovery, and the Jets get the ball in great field position, but they can't pick up a first down, so they have to settle for a field goal. They hit it, but first there was a delay of game penalty. It was a 29-yarder, and then it backed them up by 5 yards, so they had to kick a 34-yarder instead of a 29-yarder. These are just the silly things, and why you are 2-13. Like, it's just mind-numbing to watch an Adam Gase coach team on a week-to-week basis. Get this guy the hell out of my life in just over a week, please. So after going up 23-16, Jets kick it back to Cleveland. Ficken kicks it out of bounds, so the ball's on the 40-yard line. The Browns don't have to go very far. They get the ball down to the 15, so they are driving. It looks like there's a chance for them to go in and score. On 4th and 1, the Browns would turn over on downs as Baker Mayfield would fumble for the 3rd time. The New York Jets get the ball, and they win an ugly one, 23-16. So the Jets, after starting 0-13, win 2 in a row. They are sitting at 2-13. No matter what happens in Week 17, they are locked into the number 2 pick in the draft. Trevor Lawrence is going to Jacksonville. That's depressing. Now we're going to have months and months and months and months of debate, whether it's Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, or Sam Darnold, who should be the quarterback in 2021. God, that's going to be a depressing few months of just takes coming around all over the internet. So we could, positive spin zone though, that we could root for a Jets win heading into Week 17, because if they win, it doesn't matter. They still have the 2nd pick. So yeah, I guess Jets fans could be united one more time, as they could all root for a win no matter what side you're on, to keep Sam Darnold train or the move on from Sam Darnold train. Everyone's going to be rooting for a win in Week 17, which will be interesting. Speaking of Darnold, 16-32, 50% completion percentage, 175 passing yards, which is 5.5 yards per attempt. 2 passing touchdowns. He's up to 8 passing touchdowns on the season. Take that what you will, I guess. He was not terrible. He wasn't great. He was just flatline. He was very okay, I guess. I don't think either quarterback was particularly good. Baker, 28-53 for 285 yards. And they definitely have a must-win game in Week 17 for them. But for the New York Jets, we know our fate. The Jets will be picking 2. The tank is over. It's done with. One more week, and then it is all over. This hell is over, and the coaching search can begin. But for now, I'm Matt O'Leary. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. I'll talk to you next time.